Hi, how's it going, you guys?
Good.
Great.
Good. I'm glad you're just having a beautiful day. Let's talk about the show for Mixed Dish. I think an easy gist to talk about is that the moral of the story is everyone trying to figure out how they fit in when sometimes they just feel like they don't belong. And so we're going into this next season. Whoever wants to set it up, what we can expect, hit me.
I'll hit it.
You've been doing a perfect job of that anyway.
The Johnson family is back. Again, still dealing with their like fish out of water issues, but also I think learning more about each other. You know, we shot this season during COVID, so we have some more intimate storylines. So we'll be still talking about issues of race and identity, but definitely having deeper conversations, just the family, more of us. And definitely, I guess they're kind of quarantined at home too, because they'll be at home rather than being out and about in the town. But yeah, it's the same old. And I play the meddling Aunt Denise, and Gary Cole plays the racist grandfather. I gotta find it with a better word. Racist grandfather.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Why sugar?
Yeah. And every week we're just gumming up the works.
So it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, you touched on, during quarantine and everything too. So I was just going to ask, I'm sure you've been asked this a million times, but just what the filming process was like for you.
Well, it's been a challenge for sure. It certainly looks different. Our crew looks different. They look like they're, about to clean up Chernobyl or something. But, when we first started, it was certainly surreal, but it quickly became, kind of the new normal that we all live in now. We've been going through this for a long time now. And, just hats off to our crew. We've been able to do it safely and without a pause. It's changed a little bit of the content maybe of the show or the kinds of things we're able to do and not do. But for the most part, I have to say it really hasn't missed a beat. Everyone's been pretty disciplined about it, and so far so good. Just grateful that we're able to be at work.
Yeah. Are you guys still filming right now?
We're about to finish. This is our final.
This will be our last week. Yeah.
Love it. I always like to give a shout out to the production crews during this too, because this is like quick turns. This is totally different than what you guys have done before. So that's amazing.
They've done a remarkable job, I have to say. I was thoroughly impressed.
And I'm sure y'all got closer during this as well, right?
Well, sure. I mean, anything like an experience like this is bonding. You can't get closer, literally, but psychologically you can get closer. Physically, you have to be,
Yeah.
Spread it out. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
There you go. That's the new, that's a new phrase that should go on a t-shirt.
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? We see our families, and then pretty much when I come to work, besides, maybe at the gas station or grocery store, I don't have a lot of interaction with other people besides here. This is like my home away from home.
Absolutely. I can completely understand that. My husband and I have been working from home since March. So we always feel like strange, even just like going out on a ride. Like, we're just going to drive around today. And I'm like, there's life out here. This is so weird.
Yeah. Different world, for sure.
Totally. Christina, I was just curious because I know you're kind of the improv queen. In this show, do you get to improvise or do you just stick to the script? Like, what is it like for you?
Get to improvise is one thing, yes. Do I take my liberties and just go ahead and improvise? Sometimes. Last year, I would say, I was just all over the place. Right, Gary? I was off the rails. This year, I'm like, if I may, I have an idea. So sometimes I'll improvise.
There are several hours of footage of Christina with additional dialogue after the dialogue on the page is gone. That could we could start a new show with that, and maybe we should improv-ish, perhaps. Yeah.
No, Gary's right there. You can't improvise alone. Somebody has to talk back to you.
No, we like to. Christina, me and Christina, our attitude is let's just go until somebody says cut, and sometimes they don't, and so we stew in our own improv juices.
I love that. Absolutely. You guys definitely can tell that you feed off of each other. So we're excited to watch. And maybe we'll be watching with a keen eye to see, like, was that in script or was that something that was improvised there? But I bet it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, for that. Look out for that. Yeah.
We definitely will. I know, Gary, you mentioned in a different interview that this was one of the most unique scripts that you've worked with. And why is that? I know you've done so many different things. Same with you, Christina, if you want to chime in on this too. What was it that stood out about this show?
Well, first of all, take the title, Mixed-ish. What are we looking at? We're looking at a mixed race family. There hasn't been a lot of television, at least, targeted at that issue. And that would be unusual enough, but how the pilot began, which we constantly refer to in the show, is that this family not only was a mixed family, but they came from a commune, which was totally isolated from the society that they're all of a sudden thrust into. And the kids have to, make sense of this world that they've never seen before. And being in a circumstance that just in their family, that's unusual to begin with. And the fact that it's also, and then pile on that it's a memory. It takes place in the 80s and it's told by a grown woman who's had reflection and thoughts about it and has, had her own experiences over time. And so there's a lot of layers there, even though it's a comedy and hopefully, most of the time light, but it's still, trying to target things that have, impact.
Right. And topics that are still extremely important to dive into today. Christina, did you want to add on to it?
Yeah, no, we'll never stop talking about this. And I hope that people don't stop the conversation. And I think that's what's so important, like raising kids that are confident and assured of themselves and know who they are and embrace their difference. I think that's the main thing of what I love about Mixed-ish. And I think we can all relate to wanting to be more confident when we were younger and wanting to be more assured and self-assured of ourselves. And I think Mixed-ish does a great job of showing like how a young family is trying to figure that out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know a lot of people, me included, and all viewers in general are just thankful that we get to have it. Because for a while there, we were all craving content. So thank you guys for doing all of your work to make this happen. We appreciate it at home. I did think something that was interesting, Gary, is that you're not on social media. So what is life like without any social media accounts?
It's great.
It's so serene. It is so relaxing. I have to say, I just don't believe that I want my thoughts, as random and confused as they are, to push a button and have it go out into ether. And I think I'm old enough where that will never be a choice for me. I know I must be an admitted dinosaur, but that's what I've arrived at. So if I have a thought, I give it to Christina and she can tweet it.
I do. He does use my social media.
Yeah, then she can edit it. And I say, well, will this fly? And she'll say, yeah, let me handle this.
Yeah, let me handle it for you. Well, yeah, because Christina, I think you posted like something that you get so many likes and interactions when you share something with Gary together.
Listen, I have a modest following, but if I post a picture of Gary Cole, it could be Gary Cole putting a bottle in the trash. It's like. And I could put, you guys, I just got into graduate school. Like, you guys, here's Gary Cole walking with me across the street. Like, can you ask him how it felt? Is he there right now? What is he doing now? Like, nothing. I get nothing.
That is hilarious. Well, listen, you're going to get likes from me, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And we're excited to see the show. You've done a phenomenal job for both of your careers. So thank you for all that you guys have done.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Yes, you're so welcome. Sending you sunshine from Arizona. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.